since we're talking about GRAMMY U, I want to talk about students. And the first question is, I want to get an internship. I want to get an internship. How do I get an internship? And I'd like to start with Callie, because obviously she came through the GRAMMY U system and internships, and just kind of get your take on if you are a student like many people in this room, what do you look for? Where do you go? How do you get started?
I remember sitting at my computer literally in school in my dorm room, and I was just like, I really want to work. I want to work. I don't want to sit, I mean, class, no offense, class is great, but I want to work, and I want to be out there, and I want to be doing something. And I thought I wanted to do publicity at the time, so I Googled Nashville publicists, and this guy came up, and I started reading about him, and I just emailed him, and I said, hey, do you want an intern? He emailed me back, and he's like, work for free? Sure, I'd love it. And so I met him in a restaurant, and he was great. We're actually still really good friends to this day, and he came with a huge stack of files. And he said, do you know anything about tour publicity? And I said, no. And he said, okay, can you try? Because I am completely swamped. And so he just handed me things, and I kind of figured it out myself and kind of, asked people questions.
I rely so heavily on interns. I mean, I could not do what I do without interns. What we look for with interns is definitely you have to be in school, number one. And then what's your drive and what's your background? Being accountable, being on time, being professional, and being willing to work hard just because that's what we're looking for and that's what we need. And I think when people see that you're working hard, they're going to be willing to trust you more and give you more responsibility and definitely connect you with some of the relationships that they have.
I really look for people that are going to think or contribute ideas that I didn't think of or add to my business and my bottom line. I think that's very important. It's just being proactive and adding as much value as you can to the company.
This is a really highly competitive, changing business right now. And the more that you are a self-starter in this business, the better that you're going to do. We're always looking for talented people that want to be in the business. And it's on you, if you're going to be an intern, it's on you to show us that. And one of the ways you can make the decision that that's what you want to do is go into an office like ours or ASCAP or a record company or whatever and find out that that's what you want to do. And it may take you a month, it may take you a year, but between you and the people you're working with, somebody's going to figure out either you're in or you're out.
How much does, if they're a member of GRAMMY U, come into play? Is that a trigger that lets you know that they're maybe a little more serious about it?
I will preach about the Recording Academy memberships until I die because I love it so much. You can sign up for anything. You can put anything on your resume, but if you're active and you're there and you're meeting people and you're hanging out with peers that are also there, that's something that I can't stress enough. It's really important to be active and involved and meeting people and networking, and you'll get to know. I mean, there are a lot of GRAMMY U members that come to a lot of events. The panelists know them. The board members know them because they come and they're involved. They ask questions.
There are no rules in the music industry when you think about it. If you really want something, if you want a career, whatever you're trying to do, just go hard. I mean, there are no rules. I mean, make your contacts. Tell people, look, I'm trying to get off the ground. I'm trying to do this. I think that's very important.